Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Will, and I've got my co-host over here, the Greeze. Say hello, Greeze.
Hey, baby! I just got back from daggum living my.
What did I say?
high school.
What did I say to you?
What do you mean?
What did I say to you?
Don't lead with the high school thing.
No, that's not what I said. I said, "Are you going to be crazy tonight?" And that's how you start out. So you went to your high school reunion.
Shout out to Habersham Central.
All right, how are they watching?
It's the day of the Raider. Apparently not yet. By the numbers, apparently not yet.
So what? How was the high school reunion? How was it? I saw just pictures of you with females that weren't your wife, but
they're all her friends. Like she
allegedly. I mean, it was the greasiest photo I've seen. Living the grease is what I say.
I didn't take many photos. I have a lot of photos with guys too. I need to post them though.
Not that we're on the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess I need to put some on the internet.
You probably should.
Yeah. Dude, it was such a good time.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stories to talk about. I won't get in the weeds of it now. All I will just say is that I never knew that there was a daggum legit mafia in my hometown.
Yeah.
Like proper, like
there's like a podcast about it.
what?
Yeah.
In Habersham?
It's like in northeast Georgia. There's like a moonshiner. There's this whole podcast about it called Red Dirt, Red Clay, something. I've got it.
Okay, that makes sense. We have a crap ton of red clay.
Because it's Georgia red clay.
Yeah, it's bad. So you can't even.
God, you can't know how many clothes I ruined as a child. Yeah, you had your
socks.
When you grew up in Georgia, you had your going outside clothes.
Oh yeah,
because it was already just messed up with the red clay.
And then every year, the transition from daggum.
These winter can be play clothes again.
No, winter to spring. Mm-hmm. You'd be coming home from with jeans on.
Yeah,
from school, and you would just look at your mom and be like, "I'm so hot. Why'd you send me in daggum jeans today?" And so she breaks out the scissors and cuts your legs, the legs of the jeans off, and then you're just blue jean shorting it.
The podcast is in the red clay, and it's about Billy Sunday Burt, and it was the Dixie Mafia.
I won't name any names right now,
but there's mafia at present.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, I just don't want to, it's wild. But there's a guy that is a hoarder, but he has millions of dollars. So he owns
this is the most northeast Georgia at a bar story I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
There's a guy.
Yeah.
He's a hoarder.
Yeah.
Of money. He's got dollar bills.
No, he's got like
in the millions.
He's got $1 million like bulldozer just sitting out in the field depreciating.
He has $1 million bulldozer.
I guess. I don't know.
Who told you this story?
He said there's millions of dollars of just equipment out there. And he owns 85% of the property and won't rent it out.
Yeah.
He doesn't
need to.
Say no. And then he gets fined from the city and he just pays it.
Well, yeah, I would too. I'd fine you if you had $1 million bulldozer just depreciating. Man, it sounds like there's
all kinds of crazy stuff like the city giving grants.
Definitely sounds like it's a tax game with him.
Yeah, it's
the depreciating bulldozer.
It's a whole crazy thing. Like the city giving grants to somebody to build something that would bring businesses and life to the city, and then they just take the money and run. Like all kinds.
That is just called small town Southern.
Right.
That you're like, I've never heard of corruption at a small town municipal level.
Well, they were probably walking away and be like, well, you know what? Shouldn't have called it a grant. Because grants you ain't got to pay back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If they would just be like, look, we'll give you an interest-free loan for like 30,000 years. You just have to make somewhat payments back. That would have been smart. But
well, grants, you get the grant to do the work.
Right.
Right. So it wasn't a loan. They still didn't have to pay it back.
That's exactly what I'm saying. The city's ridiculous. Somebody in the city knows the person that they gave the money from, and then they ran with the money, and then there's some kickbacks going somewhere.
It's cute when Grease finds out about small town corruption.
Right.
Like, I love that you're a man well into your 30s, and this is something that is novel to you.
Right. Speaking of small town corruption.
Okay.
We have a guest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There he is in the flesh.
Look into the camera, Tease, and wave. Oh, he doesn't have him potted up. Hang on. Go ahead, Tease.
Hello, Bourbon Land.
So Tease is here. He's in from Ohio,
and he's like in front of us, but on another camera.
Yeah, Grease is getting fancy with a switcher, but he's like, "Hey, we're gonna have to bring Tease in early because the camera battery that he's on is gonna die.
Yeah, there was 83% that typically lasts an hour. So we're gonna, we're at like probably 45 minutes until this thing caches. But
yeah,
Tease came in here and be like, the Nook's a whole lot bigger on
YouTube,
on the internet.
Yeah,
it looks like you're walking back there. So we made an executive decision to not bring Ohio into here with us.
Yeah, because
we had to set
the
up
whole Motley crew is with him as well.
Right? Yeah, there's JJ and Dave.
Yeah, they're here.
So the only
Dave is still not sober from Whiskey Weekend Batch 3.
No, but you know what?
But he's like, at this point, we're halfway to Batch 4, so might as well keep it going.
You know what? They held it strong.
Dave can outdrink any of us.
Right.
But also, he's essentially an Olympic athlete in it.
I've never seen someone a whole bottle deep in a 18-hour period.
That was
still hanging till 2 a.m. talking about
gets at level.
Talking about like what is how blessed he is with his on Easter Sunday watching his grandkids or kids or who I don't know how old he is.
That would have been a lot better if you delivered that smoothly.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just really good at talking at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Oh, all right.
Pit Bulls and Bourbon Watershed. I'm looking forward to this. It's on my list. So thank you for the super chat. Yeah, we're going to get into, since we've got Ohio in the room,
right? We're
going to get into some Ohio bourbon tonight that Watershed Distillery sent to us.
Yeah.
Which is super kind. And we're looking forward to drinking it. So we're going to get into that in a little bit.
I love Pit Bulls. I love that.
So I do want to say something real quick because a lot of podcasters have already gotten their Staves and Grain bottle.
I did.
Oh, shoot. I didn't do it right.
Oh, you got to pull it back for.
Oh.
And go.
So the Staves and Grain, I can't do it. Dadgummit. It's the rye we picked live.
I'll set
with
up
Casey.
another camera and I'll go tight on it. We can just
fine.
have a name.
All right. This is the rye pick that we picked with Casey live.
Right.
And then it's been already hitting homes. Like people that ordered it, it's already arrived this week and people are drinking it and loving it and posting about it. I did want to give a shout out. One, it's incredible. Thank you, Casey, for wanting us to be part of this and do this.
Yes.
But if you have FOMO because you're seeing all the posts, you can, there's still a few bottles left.
Yeah.
You can go to the Podcasters group.
Yeah, there's like 30 or something.
Yeah, there's some bottles left.
So like it's not like you gotta, it's not like holy cow.
You are the worst salesman.
I gotta hit the button now.
No, that literally is what I'm trying to get people to do.
Guys, there's
Grease is the worst salesman.
Yeah. I mean, unless
let me finish my pitch here. You're an idiot. So go to Podcasters group on Facebook and there's a pinned post at the top that has the link to it and where you can go. Now, this is incredible. It's almost 9-year-old MGP rye, and any other sourced ryes like this are on secondary like $1,000, right? And so a guy reached out to me today on Instagram, and I encouraged him to join podcast and everything, but he'd heard about the bottle, wanted to know how to get it. So I told him how to go get the code and everything, and he said that he saw it on the site. And when it popped up, and he knows the guy Staves and Grain, and because the list price, unless you have the code that you can get in the Podcasters group or that you got through Patreon, when you click it, it's $1,000. And he said he knows the Staves and Grain guy, and he shot him a message. He was like, "Well, dang, that happened a lot quicker than we expected it to, but I knew people were going to be flipping these bottles for $1,000 soon." So a guy saw it and was not shocked at the price tag. It was like, man, it was bound to happen. So go get it.
You can get that thing like $90 to your door. It's not $1,000, right? Or like no, it's 109.
Yeah, it's like
$100,
right around $100 because it's shipped. It's a better deal if you get it.
You can pick it up too. It's just where is it at?
New Jersey.
Yeah, that's
right. So
one of those little states up there.
So that was quite fun. Quite fun.
Right. We should pitch something to Tease to just I feel like we just need to hear him talk.
What are you drinking, Tease? What do you got in the glass?
Right now I'm drinking a Russell's that I just stole off this table of goodness.
Oh yeah. How's it drinking for you?
Like mother's milk.
I almost did a spit take when you said that.
I don't think anybody wants to see me that close, Grease.
I love that Grease is he pitches the camera to you and then goes and adjusts it while it's like focused in on you. But
well,
is that your first drink of the day?
No, we've been at it since about 8:30.
Man, they bring the ruckus.
We love Nashville.
That's why I'm excited, because these Ohio boys, we're gonna get to taste Ohio, like an Ohio distillate.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna do that here. I mean, we'll probably do it.
And I feel like
Next
their palate's good, right? I mean, I feel like they're calibrated pretty good if they start at 8:30.
Yeah.
And we're talking AM, just to clarify with everybody.
Right. Not because it's not 8:30 yet where we are.
Yeah, where we are.
So they're almost pulling a 12-hour shift right now.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of them.
Right.
I'm proud of them and
Right.
everything they do for this country.
So for those that don't know, Troy over here, we have nicknamed him Tease because he comes to Whiskey Weekend Batch 2 and just made a name for himself.
Made an impression, I believe.
He made an impression.
Quote.
Tease, what was your speaking of impressions, like what was your first impression of Whiskey Weekend?
It was a pretty good time. Made a lot of friends and drank a lot of good bourbon. So.
There you go. But at first,
well, I thought people were a little standoffish, but I got to find a way around it.
It's like a wrecking ball, is what it means. He's like, all right, there's a wall placed in front of me, busting right through it.
right. Hey, Dave, we're going to need you to get Troy drunk while he's over there. So
Dave says that's no problem.
Tease is not passionate enough.
Yeah, we'll get him.
You know what I mean? We got to get him there.
I need some tears shed tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if anybody's going to tear up, it's going to be Troy.
Yeah, and Tease.
I almost said me.
Tease wore a shirt to Whiskey Weekend because he's been a longtime Virtual Bar Night guy. Known him from literally, I think when we launched Virtual Bar Night.
I believe so.
Yeah, you were one of our first Virtual Bar Night folks that we met you in person at a restaurant here before Whiskey Weekend. So we got to hang out with you then.
Right.
Got to hang out with you at Whiskey Weekend. But he had a shirt that I forget who did the Photoshop of it, but it's you as the Kool-Aid man.
Right.
It's your face on the Kool-Aid picture, and it says, "Oh no, I'm the Tease," and we're that, and that's how you make an impression at Whiskey Weekend.
Right. I'm trying to see if I can do a picture-in-picture effect, but I don't think I can.
Well, maybe you should learn the technology.
I know. I
literally
just set it up, so it's fine.
It's all right.
So Tease is here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get him a little sassy, and then we're gonna come back to him in a minute.
Yeah, and
It's
what's
like
going
the
to happen is
15.
he's going to make an impression, and then the camera's going to die.
Right.
It's going to be really dramatic. I love it. So let's get into this Watershed bourbon. So
Yeah.
show the packaging, because they reached out to us and said, "Hey, can we send you some whiskey?" And we said, "Sure." So no strings attached. They just sent it over, and it came in this beautiful box that it's this.
Yeah,
For those of you listening,
I'm gonna hold it, and Will's gonna open it.
It is a black box with their name in gold. It says Watershed Distillery, not by chance. And so you open it up. It's got a magnetic bottom. Lifting it up, and it has in this like yellow color. It says, "I'll have what I'm having."
Yeah.
Which seems like a very Lord have mercy.
Look,
What'd you break?
We already did it.
What'd you do?
I don't know, but something broke.
Something fell. That was you. All right, so it's I don't think it was anything important. I don't think it came out of here. So they sent us this postcard, and it's like a old school looking. It says, "Greetings from Watershed Distillery, Columbus, Ohio." Kind of old school postcard looking. It says, "Thanks for support. Cheers, Watershed Distillery."
And it's got this hipster. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's called hipster.
Well,
packaging.
this is absolutely hipster packaging.
Oh, nice. Sent us a Glencairn. It says
Okay.
Watershed Distillery on it.
I'll shoot it. And then
And then on the wings of the box,
Yeah.
you open up.
you open it up, and look at this.
And it opens up, and there's 2 bottles of whiskey in here. This first one is Watershed Distillery straight bourbon whiskey finished in apple brandy barrels. And it is 4 years old, 90 proof. So we'll read about that a little bit more. And then we've got,
Let's go ahead and pull them out.
get rid of the box. So bottled in bond, straight bourbon whiskey, aged 4 years, 100 proof, obviously. So we're going to try both of these.
That's some of the best packaging I've seen since the Derringer.
I think it's a little bit better.
You know those
the
tubes
Derringer.
that Heaven Hill releases in their gift shop? That sample stuff, that's got a good that's
like
a
the
cool thing.
test tube kind of thing.
Yeah.
So both these are non-chill filtered. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I need to pick up on.
But this is their stuff, right? It's not it's not sourced.
Right. Yeah. So distilled and bottled in Columbus, Ohio.
Dude, Columbus.
Okay.
If Columbus didn't exist, Ohio would literally be like
this has
part of Puerto Rico or something.
Okay.
You know, like
what are you even saying?
Like it's a state, but not really.
This also has this one has the one that's finished in apple brandy barrels has some MGP bourbon in it. And so it has MGP and Watershed bourbon and then finished in apple brandy. It's really cool packaging too. It's clean looking. 2 different bottle shapes.
Is that the 90? Is that a 90? The one that's a blend? No, it's aged 4 years. Age stated.
A 90 what?
Proof.
What words did? Yeah, but why did you say no? Age stated 4 years, as if
no,
it can't at the same time be 90 proof and 4 years old.
I got confused for a second
about proof and age
because I saw bottled and bond and had 4 years in my head. Bottled and bond is 4 years or more.
I know, but I'm confused how.
So then I saw. No, I said.
Jason Newman said Troy bottle chug from the Derringer decanter, double dog dare ya. Do you think that's in your future, Troy?
Yeah, I'm Ubering home, so I think we're all safe.
You're Ubering all the way back to.
Yeah, like for $97.50, you can get back to Ohio. Nobody goes.
How do we say the county of Ohio you're in?
I'm a proud resident of Tuscarawas County, and I hail from the village of Janaten Hutton.
Yeah, and I thought it sounded more like a sneeze. Gnudenhaden.
And one more thing, if Grease makes one more Ohio joke, I'm going to beat his butt all the way back to Georgia.
I want him to start. All of a sudden, you see the camera flip, and Troy just starts wailing on you.
You know, I've got that Ohio shirt that you gifted me that just has the state of Ohio with a heart on it.
Yes,
and just says love across the chest. But I put it on and it was like an XXL, I think. And I was like, I can't wear this. This is a dress.
Oh, because I've been doing intermittent fasting.
It fit him when I gave it to him.
You what?
It fit you when I gave it to you.
I love when T throws shade.
It still has the tags on it. So I'm still trying to figure out how to return it.
Facebook Marketplace. There's a bunch of Ohio transplants.
That's true.
All right, so this one we're going to start with the apple brandy finished.
Okay, and we want, yeah, we got it. They're
going to try it too.
Yeah. Y'all need to make sure your glass is clear.
Dave's going to come over
here.
And start pouring up for
Tease, I got you one extra one here.
That one says Watershed on it.
No, it don't. Oh yeah, I'll give him the Watershed.
Oh, how about that?
It was a good cork pop.
Ohio.
Troy's trying to figure out how to get over here. He's like,
no, he didn't. He didn't have to. Dave wasn't behind a microphone. He can.
Yeah, he should
scamper.
He should have helped him, shouldn't he? Oh,
well, I mean, you've got the physique of a scamperer. Take that over. Let all of them try it too. Here, pour it out. Here, take the cork so you can recork it. Because I mean, we don't want any of that precious vapor to.
Yeah. Escape. So can I? I want to ask you a question.
Okay, I'd like to hear the question.
For a distillery that's getting into the game that doesn't, that needs to make an impression. Okay, there's 2 ways to make an impression. Number 1, your whiskey is really, really good. Or 2, like the presentation or like how you're coming at it is unique.
Yeah.
And so we get this. We get all, distilleries send us samples all the time.
Sure.
But it's grassroots. It's
well,
like
a lot of times
sample bottles. Here you go.
Sometimes
guys.
it'll have like the tax paid sample, not for resale kind of stuff. And a lot of times that's all it, even from big distilleries, small distilleries, you get a lot of that. But and to be honest, a lot of times it's like, we'll get to it. Right. Like when we get a sample like that, it's like, okay, we'll get to it unless it's something we really want to drink. But this, first of all, it came in a huge box,
right?
Like a really big box that had a busted side from the mail.
Yeah, so we were already.
And I was already. I'm like, why is the box so big?
You know what first came into my head? This whiskey's busted.
Right. I mean, so there was the lady at the mailbox was like, "Damn, I promise I didn't." I'm like, I didn't think you broke into the box, lady, but I also didn't know someone may have taken the whiskey out.
Right. You never know when that happens.
But then we opened it together and we saw the packaging and we were like, they really put effort into this. They have the handwritten note that's thanks for the support, cheers. Like,
yeah, that was
touches,
icing on the cake.
all the little touches of the packaging, the way the bottles look and everything. It really made us think, we're going to talk about it for sure. So we haven't tried it yet, but before we do, John Morris wants to know, Greeze, did you make the police blotter last weekend at your 20th reunion? Because you said,
what's blotter mean?
Like the police report. Did anyone get arrested, or did you make the paper? Because that was what you were saying you wanted to do.
There was a few things that went down, but we didn't get caught.
Oh my gosh, you're such a child. How many felonies did you commit?
I don't know.
Because you don't know this, like, the hierarchy of criminal code and where are you?
I gotta tell you,
Clarksville, Georgia, or where are you, Cornelia?
No, I gotta tell you a joke that I can't say on here. So just remind me. Somebody on here remind us.
Okay, so let's try this.
Yeah. Okay, so hang on. Zoom into Tease right here. What you got over there, Tease?
Smells like this was made by a group of proud, strong Americans.
From
Dave,
one of the greatest states in the union.
Make him shoot something before that.
I'm getting
a lot of earthy notes.
This is the apple brandy finish. I was expecting it a little bit more sweeter on the nose, but it does have some more earthiness. But at 4 years old, I'm not smelling like youth, right?
Hang on a second. I had a conversation earlier, and we need to figure out, because I think brandy on the nose, I have another weird note.
Okay.
Because we just opened up a Bellmead brandy.
Okay.
And Dave was asking me about it. I said it's unique. And then I got to it and I said, you know what? I get really earthy notes to it.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it's a brandy fish. That's exactly what this is. And I immediately said, this smells earthy. So is apple brandy finished stuff is my note for that? Like, if I say this smells earthy.
Well, apple brandy and brandy itself, I feel like, are going to give you two different notes, because brandy is more like the process, and like a French brandy is going to be made from grapes. Apple brandy is made from apples. So that'd almost be like you saying that rye and like, it's almost like whiskey, how rye whiskey, bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a little bit of that comparison of saying, like, when I have whiskey, I smell this. It's like, well, do you mean rye whiskey or do you mean bourbon? Because one's rye dominant, one's corn dominant. The apple wine that they use to make apple brandy is a kind of a different, almost like a different grain bill than grape brandy would be.
I'm just saying, if this Friday it's the finals this Friday. It's going down this Friday
of Matt Madness.
Yeah,
you got to give context.
Sorry for context. And so Matt's already mailed us the samples, and they're getting here Friday. So if I get earthy notes on the nose, I'm going brandy.
You're going to say
finished.
It is a brandy.
No, I'm going to say it's an apple brandy finished.
You're going to go specific. I would back off and just say brandy, because I feel like Matt will give you apple brandy.
No, you can't. Can you do that in that tournament?
Yeah, I think so. I think you could say I think if you say it's a brandy finish, he's just texting. You got to warn someone before you cut to them.
I think it's funny.
You want me to? I'll be the director. If you need somebody to direct this thing, give me the button.
Okay, Dave, we're getting warmer. We're getting warmer, Dave. We're gonna need.
Dave's doing it.
All right. So
what do you think? What do you think? I think it tastes good. I actually think it tastes really good. The nose, you're right. There's an earthiness, but it doesn't smell youthful.
Thank you, Lord. I was worried about us doing this live.
You never know when you do something live, because we don't like to, like, if someone sends us samples, we normally like to try them. And if we are just going to like eviscerate them, that's not our thing. That's not our style. So what we will say, and sometimes we'll even respond back and be like, hey, your stuff's not for us. We really appreciate it. We aren't going to do a live review because we want to encourage people, but we also don't want to just sit there and fester in negativity. That's not what we're about. There's plenty of other channels that will just go after stuff. And that's what people are looking for. We're more about the community having fun.
Right.
But
I mean, if you don't hear us talk highly about, a standard thing people would talk about, you can probably assume that we weren't impressed by that. You know,
Yeah,
but
right.
But we can give still an honest review, but we're keeping it positive.
It's also kind of why we don't have as many straight up passes,
right.
because like in our rating system, by bar pass, because a lot of times the pass doesn't make the air.
Right.
So,
well, and if you think about it, I guarantee you I think everybody on their shelf, when they, the stuff that they have, I think that they would probably be the same percentage of, buy bar passes. I would assume so.
sure.
But anyway, yeah, so we've always had the rule, like if we can't say, more things nice about it than not,
it's because Mama
we're not gonna
Grease
review
taught
it.
us well to say if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So Haywood wants to know, has Tease signed the wall of the Nook yet? Tease.
Yes, he
Well,
has.
I signed the heck out of it.
Oh yeah.
Did you sign Tease or did you put your Christian
I
name?
signed the T's and I took like the premium spot.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
did.
well, you can't see it right. Oh yeah, you can.
Grease erased my name.
It's right
I
there.
love
above the
that
Logic
it's
Craig.
literally right there
If
and will
you
be
can't see
forever.
that, adjust the camera.
Oh yeah, well you can see it. You just got to zoom in a little bit.
What do they call that? A hailstorm effect or something?
Hail of gunfire.
Yeah. What do you think on this one?
Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Which one?
This is the apple brandy finish.
Oh, how do we know how much it is?
I was just about to look it up.
Okay.
Tease, what do you think about it while I'm looking up the
I think
price?
it's good. I definitely get the apples. I don't know if I'm much of a finish guy in general, but anything from Ohio I think is probably better than most stuff.
Okay. All right. This is the most Ohio thing ever.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. No offense.
You have to put your address in there.
No, I went to watersheddistillery.com. Shameless plug for them. But it said, "Are you sure you're 21?" And then the options are Miss Jackson, I am for real. Or wait, what? Busted. That's a lame Ohio dad joke right there, if I've ever heard one.
All right, that's
Are you upset, Troy?
you're over the Ohio limit. Joke on it now, yeah.
No, they did this to themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we did this to ourselves,
Oh, for sure. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm going to talk about this.
yeah, go for it. while I talk about it.
With it being 4 years old, the finish really does help this to hide the youngness.
100%.
In a good
Golly, they have a recipe. Sorry, for Ohio Bourbon Manhattan with this.
okay.
That would be great.
It's delicious.
You want to read it?
Well, I mean, it's just 2 ounces of this, an ounce of sweet vermouth, and 6 dashes of Angostura. And just thinking about that,
What's
though,
Angostura?
bitters? Really?
Okay.
Sweetheart.
Okay. Angostura? I thought that
It's-
might have been a beef.
No, it's literally
It's the stirra of the Angus.
Oh my gosh. I hate my life sometimes.
That guy,
I got him.
He's kind of like
He's warming
what's
up.
the co-host? What's the, like us combined are like the main host, but
I'm
then
like Ed McMahon.
No, you're
No, no.
like
you're like Chewy or something. What was that guy's name?
Chewy.
What was that
Oh my
guy's name
gosh,
on-
Grease literally just he's a Chelsea handler man.
Oh man, I'm a
Like Grease legit.
I'll
He
handle.
you could have said literally any late night show.
right.
You could have said like Max Weinberg.
Yeah,
You could have
I
said
ain't Chelsea's handler.
anyone, but you went with Chewy from Late Night with Chelsea Handler.
Well, that's the best. That's the best. Like, does he kind of looks like Chewy? Look at him.
I don't know who Chewy is, but he must be ugly.
No, he's sweet. He's really cute. He's great.
I'm trying to find how much this thing costs.
Yeah, we can't figure it
Oh,
out.
we found it. Us Ohio guys.
How much is
Oh,
it?
what-
How
what
much
is
is
it?
it? Holler.
What is it?
$37.99.
Okay.
$37.
Okay, so wait,
You know what?
$37 Ohioan or whatever it is.
Yeah,
What's the currency they use there?
It's IOUs.
That's it.
We'll
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
you next month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I don't think you can say OU over there.
It's
You're like you. This doesn't work.
It's
You
pretty
know what?
funny.
Grease, I'm gonna.
Hey, while y'all are at it,
Hey!
can you look up for the how much the
IOU.
look up how much the bottled and bond is for me while we
I'm gonna need. some
That's
of
the joke.
Oh,
IOU.
Bill, this just in the bottle and bond is $50.
okay. So for 37 for the other buy
Oh
bar
no,
pack,
that is. Oh, I mean,
I'd buy that. For
there is.
37.
I'm gonna buy 3 of them and just have them here.
I really like that. For $37, I'm a buy. I think that it's a It's a quality pour from a independent distiller. Like that's cool. I like that. I was actually very pleasantly surprised. Tease, buy bar pass to you.
Yeah, I already have 3 of them at home.
Do you really?
Absolutely.
He did eat it. He shook his head.
Yeah, what? Like,
No, but are you buy bar pass?
No, I would buy. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it make you proud as an Ohioan?
Yeah, I mean, I think Ohio is a proud state, and we catch a lot of flack, but that's a good whiskey right there.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of times when, especially if you're a state that doesn't have a ton of distilleries, right? Yeah. And it's like, okay, this is the one from the capital city. This is going to be kind of like the flagship distillery of our state. There can be concern that it may not end up being all that you would hope that would represent your state. I think that one right there was good. Greeze, while you're up, go ahead and hand this around, the bottle and bond.
Oh, did you already pour?
I poured it for you and for me. So next we're going to go to their bottle and bond offering. We're going to let them get some in their glasses. But I was actually very pleasantly surprised with the way that went.
No, I am. I mean, at that price, absolutely. I think, I mean, somebody knows what they're doing over there.
Yeah.
Because it's a blend, and then
it's a blend of MGP bourbon. And now that could be some older stuff because the minimum is 4 years. Right. So
their stuff could be 4 years.
Their stuff is 4 years.
Which, how do we know that their stuff is 4 years?
Right. I mean, it could be older. It's a blend.
It's bottled and bond. So we
not
at least
that
know
one.
It's 4. No.
Right.
We know that they have 4-year-old distillate.
But they're putting their whiskey in. It still could be older.
Yeah.
It's just a minimum of 4 years. Now the bottled in bond is probably going to be 4 years age dated because it's all from the same season. So they're not putting older stocks in the bottled in bond that
right. No, I mean, I think we're saying the same thing.
Maybe not.
I think I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so here we go.
All right. Okay. Nose
is actually real good.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Yeah. What? Why are you laughing?
I just envision myself like, Chewy, what are you getting on the nose?
I don't know who Chewy is. Does he drive the Millennium Falcon?
Oh, Troy, could you do the Chewy noise?
I doubt it.
Okay. Not bad, actually.
Okay, so hang on. So while we're talking, before we get into it, Tease, is there anything that like you're just upset about right now?
Well, it's hot in Tennessee. The humidity is ridiculous. And these guys have zero respect for the people from Ohio.
I have so much respect. I mean, these guys. These guys.
These guys, let me tell you. No, I'm having a great time.
No, Tease, what's your experience? I mean, what's got you on fire in a bad mood recently?
One thing that had me agitated right before I got here was my wife is way too drunk this afternoon.
Uh-oh.
But she won't watch this, so she'll never know.
Did you make her a sandwich?
I made her lay down for a nap. But we're having a great time, and I'm trying not to get agitated about anything.
As you should not do.
Right.
I don't want anger in this space.
And like 3 more ounces of whiskey and Tease, he's going to be like, I can't believe people turn outlets upside down when it's a daggum lamp. It should be. It don't matter if it's upside down.
Hey, Greeze.
Yeah.
JJ just showed me a picture of Chewy. You go to hell.
Grease, don't agitate him.
Oh no!
What did you do?
I messed
wrong.
I messed the wrong button.
Grease is having way too much fun with a switcher.
This is so great.
Okay, so now the bottle and bond.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, everyone. We're having a bunch of fun hanging out with our buddy Troy and JJ and Dave tonight. So,
dude,
Neil's gonna have to put up with us.
Yeah. Okay. So.
You're just having so much fun with the switcher. You just have to keep pressing.
I know.
I think I need a light so I know when it's on.
Oh yeah.
It's called a tally light.
Yeah, a tally.
Right? Is that it?
I don't know. Tally, ticker, whatever. Red
No,
light.
it's
You can call it a
definitely not a
red
ticker.
light. You can just call it a red light. What record light? Like on the cameras.
I think it's called a tally light.
Tally. I am so impressed
by
this.
Oh yeah, bottle and bond.
I can't. I'm gonna go back to something I said last 5 minutes ago, but I was not expecting. I was expecting to try to find good stuff about it.
Honestly, I like the bottle and bond better than the other.
Are you serious? Yeah. I mean,
I think there's a butterscotch note that's very prevalent. It doesn't taste young. It doesn't taste just super youthful. Like a lot of 4-year craft distillery places can put out. And
1,000%.
yeah, it drinks
And-
like a 6-year-old.
And I literally thought, and Tease, I want your input on this. When we tasted the first one, I was like, okay, this could have a lot older MGP in it, like you said.
Sure.
The stocks exist. Is this good for that price point?
Right.
Because it's a lot of MGP covering up their young
5
distillate.
barrels of MGP, 1 barrel of theirs,
Right.
and then finishing in an apple brandy cask.
So not only did I was very thankful that one we praised.
Yeah.
Because when we went to this Bottled and Bond, I was like, here it comes.
Right. Because you can always be like, we liked one, weren't fans of the other.
Right, and we
buy
get out of
one
this-
and borrow it if you're in Ohio.
Yeah, borrow it if you're in Ohio. You know, it could be a traditional thing there, or like, you know, something proud. They're proud about it. I don't
Prideful. They have
Something
They
they're
have pride
prideful.
in. They
Yeah,
have pride
okay.
in.
I thought there was have to be like a past tense or something. That's why you
They
had to
were
change it.
proud of it. They
Yeah.
were not anymore. Then Grease
Right.
got a hold of it. They weren't proud of it anymore.
No, I'm just saying, like, well done, Watershed.
Oh,
because
for sure.
not only did they trick me the first round, or
Yeah.
like,
Fool me once.
right,
Shame on Watershed.
I literally thought there was not a prayer for this to be decent. I did.
I know. I love it that you're like, we don't like to dwell in negativity.
Dude.
Here's how bad we thought something from Ohio would be.
Dude.
That's literally what you're saying.
Right.
Troy is stewing over
Yeah.
there.
Well, no, like there. Name another distillery in Ohio.
Middle West Distillery.
Yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable how ignorant you
They
are.
told us
Grease.
that earlier. Sorry. You
Middle
just don't
West.
listen.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Middle. Okay, so this is like the second one, and I have never heard of Middle West. Have you? Before tonight?
Yes, but I've heard of a lot of things you haven't.
Right.
I didn't necessarily know they were in Ohio, but I knew they were in the Midwest somewhere.
No, I'm just saying, if y'all are watching this, these both are definite buys from me.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
I am crazy impressed. Here's the deal, dude. That stock right there, 4 years old.
Right.
They haven't. I'm not.
$50. $50 is what they said the price point was. That's a buy for me, easily.
Easily. This is very good.
This is one you blind your friends on, and then they're like, "What is it?" And it's like, from Columbus, Ohio, Watershed Distillery, Bottled and Bond, 4 years old, 100 proof.
This is so crazy balanced.
Mm-hmm.
So balanced. And here's the deal.
It doesn't have that aggressive alcohol punch you in the face
No.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's well balanced. Here's my question, and I don't know. Do they age it in smaller barrels? The oak, like, there's a little bit of complexity here, and you know, kind of like 291 does. They're in how many gallon barrels?
I don't remember, but I know
It's considerably smaller. Maybe even, you know,
30 something, 30 gallon.
Yeah, like a little half of the size or whatever, or close to it. And using smaller barrels, it means that more of the whiskey can get into the barrel, soak up in there, blah, 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 blah. And it just kind of ages faster. And so if I was going to guess, it's either that method or I don't know what the ore is.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not tasted, if they're using standard size barrels, I have not tasted oak like this on a 4-year-old in a long time.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything about smaller barrels on
And they
the
don't have to
website.
disclose that.
No,
either. They
no.
don't have to disclose it.
But
But it'd be cool
a lot
for
of
us to
times
know.
they say it. I don't know, but
We'll reach out and find out.
Sometimes you get non-traditional notes on those. Like it once you think about it in that
Uh-huh.
light, you can't. And I'm like, I'm trying to think about it in that light, and I don't think that it's like that.
Yeah, it is.
Big Vic.
It can get funky quick. But it's so crazy that. What's that?
Big Vic was trying to swindle us out of a William LaRue Weller we don't have.
Right.
So, but
Yeah.
thanks for the super chat. See you at Whiskey Weekend Batch 4.
Big V. Yeah,
Um,
Big Vic won the. Well, thanks.
Going to Whiskey Weekend.
Yep,
So we'll have a good time with.
I tried to win that. You owe me $10.
I don't think that's
Wait.
how that's how contests work.
I don't think so.
In
I mean,
Ohio, do you get a refund
I'd like
if you
an
lose?
apology and a refund.
Okay, so I mean, I will
I'll
say,
buy you a drink.
I will say that I might have told Troy that we would pay him to be on our show today.
Oh, that's fine.
$800.
That's not fine.
No.
Why did you suggest that price?
I don't. I
Are you
did not.
drunk?
That was not the suggested retail price
We're
of
still in
that.
negotiations. I will settle.
It's an IOU.
He'll settle. Troy, have you had anything else tonight that you want to? That's something to talk about.
I'm about a half a bottle into rare breed so far this week.
Wait, since you've been here?
No. It's
Just
just
the
about
day.
4 p.m.
Since 4 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, we've had a good time. We've been sharing whiskey. We're sitting in the hotel in the lobby, and pretty much anybody that checks in, we offer them a drink. And I've been pretty
Show them some whiskey weekend hospitality.
Welcome to Nashville. I'm now the ambassador of Nashville.
Yeah.
And I'm
Wait.
happy.
So everyone that comes into the lobby.
Yeah, there's a lot of misses, but we keep trying.
So like you're little.
It's
Like,
the hits that
They're
matter,
coming from the
though.
parking garage, so we catch them on the way in. Like, hey, welcome to Nashville. Would you like a drink? And most of them just keep walking. But once in a while, you get a guy that wants a drink.
And then you can't get rid of him.
Then he's there for 3 rounds.
Love it.
It's incredible.
It's the most teased thing ever.
Yeah. So
How
how
the best part
sketchy
of
are
that.
you saying it, Tease? Like
I think you said it just like that.
I tried to only say it to dudes because if it's a lady, then it's kind of creepy.
Then the police are getting
But,
called.
yeah. So the next thing you know, I'm answering questions. But
right.
for the most part,
Unless you're at
it's-
Whiskey Weekend, that's. I mean, I feel
they're
like that's
having like a farmer's
Not
market.
not to strangers.
right. No. I'm saying like the people that are like, hey, what's up? You're coming to Whiskey Weekend. You
No,
want a
that-
drink?
Right. He doesn't know these people. That's the premise of this. They're walking
Right.
in.
Yeah.
They are not with his party.
They are having a farming convention at the hotel, so there's a lot of farmers from Indiana, and they tend to like to drink.
So my favorite thing about this is that people are walking in. He's offering them a drink, and you know that for all those people that are saying no, they are retelling that story later in the evening.
Yeah.
And then I walked in, and this guy offered me a drink.
Right. Yeah,
and
but
then they're going back home, and they're like, how was your trip to Nashville? Well, here's how it started.
yeah.
Just out of the garage.
It's called impression.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the people that accepted the drink are going to have a better story.
Are they? Or are they just gonna be like, yeah? I mean, I feel like they're gonna have a better story from later in their trip. Like if you're the kind of person that walks into a hotel and accepts
Yeah.
the drink.
No, but I'm
from
saying they're going to
Tees,
start that the same way. Like, okay,
I
so
don't
here's
know.
the deal.
I don't know because
Epic Nashville.
no, because what happens later
Like,
is going to be 10 times different.
right. Hang on. Tease, if you showed up and checked into the Renaissance Hotel downtown Nashville like you did, and 3 dudes hold up a bottle of rare breed, do you accept a drink
It's the
from them?
best hotel ever. And we did have 2 repeat customers. One guy came back 3 times.
That fella is
His
something.
wife was mad.
I bet she was.
Okay, so we weren't dealing with a potential like guy that always hangs
All right.
out outside the hotel.
So our buddy Ross wants Troy to spin the wheel.
Oh,
Do we do this live?
oh, hell yes. That is okay. Ross, who?
Retzel.
What? Yeah. Okay, so
Oh.
he just became a producer.
Yeah, of course.
He gets producer credit.
He's been
Ross-
producing
Okay,
the
I'm
show
all
sure
right,
for
hang on.
years.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna do this, and I need to check the battery on the thing.
because it may die right as it
Hit 2 when you're done talking. Will, but let me get it set up.
Talk for a minute.
But
Yeah.
take his thing over.
All right, folks. So we're going to do the Wheel of Irresponsibility because Troy has been a participant in the wheel before at Whiskey Week. Oh, actually, JJ and Dave have as well because they are all alumni of Whiskey Weekend Batch 3. Are all 3 of you
Do we
coming
have
back
this
to Batch
one?
4? I know Troy is for sure, but Dave and JJ definitely are.
Did you see it, Goodwill?
I can't tell. I haven't switched. Is there a preview
Camera
mode?
1, camera 2.
Oh, I mean, I can see where it's going to end at the top.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's all we need.
Or do you want me to hold it?
No. Put it back. Put it back where it was. All right.
Do I get to drink whatever this lands on?
Yeah, it's called spinning the wheel.
Oh, Ross, I love you.
Ross just texted me and said, I'm hyperbolic.
Grease, say
What does that
when.
mean?
I think it means he's drunk.
Oh, I thought that was like a long-term sense of like hyperbole or whatever it is.
Right. All right, you ready to spin it?
Yeah, say
All
when.
right, let's go to
Okay,
Let's go to 2. Spin it, Tease. Oh,
No,
Grease
oh my
left his-
gosh.
Grease left
All
his nuts at Whiskey Weekend Batch 2. All right, here we go.
There we go.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
sorry,
Here
it's
we go.
French
What does that
orders.
say?
Johnny, no, spin that
Is it-
again.
Oh
What's that
no!
say?
Oh God!
Johnny
Tease?
Drum Green Label. Spin it again.
Who
That's
the hell owns the Johnny Drum Green Label?
Grease put it on there.
Guys, it was an international release.
All right, you spin it again. Spin it again.
I'm so
spin it again.
embarrassed.
Oh, that's the one we landed on last time.
It's Will's.
That
That
would
would
have been
lot
that-
B. Do you have lot B open?
No, that was your bottle. That you
Just
brought.
tell me when to stop spinning.
Kentucky Owl.
Batch 2 bourbon.
Batch 2 bourbon.
Yeah, Al Batch 1. Do we have that?
No. Did he
It just kind of
No,
rolled
it
back.
didn't. Remember, we did the video and it kept
Oh.
rocking back because the nuts that hold it upright, Grease left in the hotel
This
room.
Will's got weak nuts.
It's not mine. They're his
No,
nuts.
this Will.
Oh, I thought you said
not Will. This
Oh,
Will.
See, in my household, everyone has Southern accents, so they call me Wheel.
Well, no,
I'm
I
sorry.
was looking. I was staring you down. I was like, "How's he going to handle this?"
The
Like if
tease
you
just
run
got
it
thrown
back,
at me.
I literally he says
yeah.
it, and I just
I
stare
was
at you
just
like,
well, it's fine, Troy. I've been kind to you all evening and the state of
I'm
Ohio
sorry.
for
I
the
didn't
most
mean to wear
part.
my welcome. No, I'm just talking about this thing.
So we did. Al 1 or 2, the
yeah.
bourbons.
I mean, which one have you? Which one have you had?
At this point, I'll take the Johnny Drum. I don't.
Dave, we're real close. Thank you so much. You have done a
You got
good
it.
job.
You got it. This has been a heck of a
You
show.
know, I'm willing to settle. What? I don't care. You got any Evan Williams bottle and bond?
As a matter of fact, we do.
No, Troy, do you want Kentucky Owl bourbon batch 1 or batch 2? I feel like you've had one.
I think 2. If you have it, isn't 2?
Have you had one?
I've never not had either.
You haven't had either.
Blend them.
Okay.
What's the
No,
better one? I
no,
thought
no,
2 was your
no,
favorite.
no.
I
He gets to do both.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Let's do both.
Let's bring it.
All right, you talk to him. I'm going to set this
I'm
up.
not
All right, so
ever
Grease
leaving
it-
this
so-
basement.
These are ones that they actually both got picked on at Whiskey Weekend on the wheel. So they were still on there from that when we did the Wheel of Your Responsibility. And so the Teas and company are going to get to have a little nip of this. There's not much left of it because we went through almost the entire bottle there. Oh, how did that one have so much left?
It was
We skimmed
probably
on
a
some
20
pours.
person one instead of a 22.
Right. Yeah, so we're going to drink some of these. These are going to be fun.
Yeah. So
Hey, while everyone's on here, how about everyone go ahead and give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Do it for the teas. Do it for the teas. Give a thumbs up.
I want you down.
share us. Talk about us in your whiskey
In your
groups.
whiskey groups. Also,
We'd love it.
go to patreon.com/the podcast if you want to hang out with the teas on a town hall at some point.
Yes,
Oh
it's
yeah,
a lot of fun.
we all community chat.
Patreon.com/the podcast. Or if you want to buy some merch like this hat
Yeah.
that I have right here, or what hat do you have on, Grease? Not one of ours. So it's just it's
It's on brand is what it is.
Dan Shook's favorite whiskey. Go ahead and go to thepodcast.com/store.
Check us out on
And-
onlyfans.com/the podcast.
That's not up and running as of right now,
Right.
but
We're still trying to figure out the merch, like with the yoga pants.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
With the extra pocket,
uh-huh.
for
If you want to also, if you see something you like a patch, but say you want like a flex fit hat, or you want a different style of hat,
whatever you want.
you can contact us. And Melissa, who's actually watching, you see Melissa Makes in the chat if you're watching. She, I know for a fact last week someone was like, "Hey, I was wondering if I could get this style with a flex fit," and she's incredible. Melissa's a wonderful human being, and she is very accommodating when it comes to
She was like, check your email.
special merch.
2 clicks
requests.
and it's done.
So
Melissa's incredible.
we've also got some cool stuff coming up in our store.
All right, so we have. All right, do we have? I don't have clean glass. It don't matter. Just you did it.
We've got dirty glasses.
Did you do it?
Good.
Yeah. Did you do? Did you do water in it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Come on over here.
All right. I'm coming.
All right.
We do
So
first?
first, we're gonna go in numerical.
Oh
This is
do
batch one.
first.
And I feel like we should. I feel like this. We should kill it.
Yeah, no, because I mean, JJ and Dave have to drink it. too.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah. Y'all bring y'all's glasses over here. Hang on. I want to make sure Tease gets the most. I'm gonna serve them up, and then
Just give me a smidge. I don't want them to get it and me not to.
Are you? You said a smidge.
Gosh.
I just want to make sure these guys get.
Oh, that's a
pour.
beautiful shot. Because we both were looking down and like focused on you pouring the Kentucky Owl in your like
Boom.
gross man hands.
Golly, we're making a memory tonight.
Oh yeah, we made 3 of them.
Oh man,
We were by on both those Ohio whiskeys.
both of them.
Yeah,
Oh man, crap. This one was the signed one.
just fill it up with some Evan Williams bottle and bond, just so it looks.
Yeah. Or you know what? You can put those lights in it. You know those little.
You should get them to sign it.
Oh, Freddie,
And
we're
we
making
should
a
all
memory.
we should all kill it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's right. Well, I'll sign it. It's Dixon.
That's
and
incredible.
Hey,
the
it'll be on
5 of
interwebs.
us.
Golly, Freddie. God, I love that we started this daggum podcast almost 6 years ago.
Yeah,
And then we get to meet Freddie
yeah.
and Dixon and these
And
guys.
the T's and JJ and Dave.
And we learn of this cool way to finish off a bottle or to freaking even have a special bottle is everybody that takes a pour out of it signs it.
I have a toast
It's freaking awesome.
to Ohio and the good men it's produced.
Oh,
Thank you, buddy.
just want to watch these.
Good Lord, that's good.
Oh, was that Dave's first Al bourbon ever?
They're not going home tonight.
Dude, these jokers show up in Nashville for their vacay. Their wives get hammered midday. They put
I
them
feel
down
like
for
they
naps.
did that on purpose. They snuck out.
Yeah. No, they got there. Yeah. And so then they sneak out and they come here. And
They aren't watching.
and we just crushed an Al bourbon batch one.
I love Nashville.
Well, we love you, Tease.
Well, this is Spring Hill. So,
but you know what? Seriously though, dude, like you should probably Venmo Ross, like, I don't know, $50.
I know
Yeah.
Ross is.
I've never met Ross, but he's all right.
When I said Ross is drunk, he responded back with a gift that says exactly.
Oh man, he's probably having a cigar too. I had a cigar I had the 20-year Armagnac that I bought for my reunion. Me and Lauren's uncle and his son-in-law, we were on the back porch till 2 a.m. smoking cigars and drinking that Armagnac. I mean, we had other pours before it, but man, we finished. Us 3 drank because there was only like 3 ounces gone from the reunion because I couldn't bring it there. I tried to avoid going to
Jail.
I know the difference between prison and jail.
I don't know
Okay.
if you do.
No, we had talked about it. I
Yeah.
just figured it out.
Our buddy Preston gave us a super chat that says for Tease to have a pour of anything he wants in the Nook. I mean, that's basically already happening,
Yeah, I
but
feel
it's
like
going
that's
to
happening.
continue. It'll continue to.
We wouldn't mind meeting up with Preston sometime later this week.
Oh yeah, you got to meet up with dude. Preston's an awesome hang. Well,
He's a real deal.
Yeah.
you know, because
He
yeah,
gave
y'all-
us some recommendations we've been following.
oh, that's awesome. That's great.
All right. So now we're moving on to, I just got an awesome picture from our buddy Chase Steely. He's watching it on his TV. He's watching us live.
Nice,
That's awesome. Thank you, Chase. I'm going to go have a cocktail with Chase.
dude.
tomorrow.
This is Chase's first live in a while. He was riding on the front of a dadgum bulldozer
Yeah,
like a boss.
I saw it.
But you know who's a bigger boss? Whoever was on the back of that thing riding on the daggum grass cutter.
yeah,
the 9 foot wide blades.
All right. Now we
He's
got,
just like, woo, yeah, man, we're going down here to Easter egg hunt in the daggum middle of July.
that was a pretty good whiskey. What do you guys think of that batch
Oh,
one?
that was awesome.
Dixon, thank you. So, I mean, this is dude.
Tease, I just put the camera on you so you can look straight down the barrel. You want to hit batch 2?
Very much.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, while you do that, I need you to pour it in my other glass. This is our last batch 1 bourbon, dude. It's done.
I don't get caught up in that like the way you do.
I know. I do.
No, you get really caught up in like when something's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, man, I'm so glad we finished it.
No,
That's the way I think.
I am glad. No. Would I?
No, I know that you treasure the memory, but also it's like
Yeah.
I that never crosses my mind that when
Yeah.
I finish a bottle of something like batch 1, it should. That's a weird thing that for me that we just
Yeah.
finished that. Like it didn't even matter, like because of the moment.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, we're making this epic moment. This is gone forever.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, what's the next memory we're gonna make?
Well,
Batch
I have trained myself to acknowledge that we just finished a bottle.
Yeah.
It's very easy for me to finish a bottle and then just move on.
Yeah.
And so I've kind of trained myself like, that's it.
That's smart.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's an appreciation and all that, everything else. Also,
No, I like it.
man, they poured themselves this time.
They're a little bit generous for themselves, those
Right.
Ohioans.
Are we going to
Do you
kill this
say-
one too?
Is it
Yes.
is it Ohioans or Ahoyans?
Put that on my Patreon account.
Yeah.
Put it on his tab.
Yeah,
Oh man.
we don't. We don't want to reveal what Troy has paid us for the past 3 years.
Chase just
I think he
said
might-
Just don't tell my wife.
He might get upset.
Chase just said we were riding over to the pistol range in my cousin's backyard. So that makes the
That takes
the
wherever.
tractor situation just to another level.
Right.
Also, Chase,
Where
I
were
want to
they-
go to your cousin's backyard, please.
Oh, of course. Where were they storing the all the ammo and the guns? Traveling on that thing.
It's called concealed carry grease.
Okay, so they hit him in the tires.
Either that or was in the bucket.
Well, on Top Gun, let's kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy. He's talking about
Did
hiding weapons and
put
tires.
that Top Gun movie out?
they punted it until theaters open back up.
Well, they're back open. They've been open for like 9 months.
Well, they're waiting. I guess they're waiting. I
Kick
guess
the
they're
tires and light the fires.
they might be
theaters.
waiting for December.
All right.
There's still some dude. We're in the South, bro. Like we're in Tennessee. Like it's still
We
not.
are?
I know, but it's still not like open like it is here. And you
There's
have
a lot of places.
It is a lot of places, but you got to think like a national release like that. They probably punted to December.
All right, let's nose the batch 2.
The batch 2.
We're not going to go to a 15.
This is no. We don't need to.
No,
this
no,
is
we've-
great. We're
We've done it.
making some
We've done
daggum
some memories.
memories. So this is the first time that I've ever back to back 1 and 2, and I will say immediately
I
on the
should
nose.
save someone.
Yeah. Well, I have a little bit. I could help you out with that.
No, we're good.
I've saved it.
I'm not.
Immediately on the nose though, I'm like, I feel like this is a big boy, like a big boy upgrade
Yeah.
from the nose.
Well, batch 2 was kind of the one that made the waves. Like batch 1 was special. It's what got it out there, but batch 2 was the one that really was kind of earth shattering. And there was only around 1,380 bottles of batch 2.
They're both great.
This is bottle 849. It was 117.2 proof.
This one is softer. It's more on the front of the palate. I think it's a little sweeter. It's got some more traditional notes, but the mouthfeel is pretty solid for you to immediately know it's special.
Apple brandy finished.
What?
Yeah, clearly.
This is awesome.
Batch 1 is like
Batch 2
it's got a more
whiskey
punch in the palate.
that you remember for the rest of your life. You remember drinking this whiskey.
Batch 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
This is a
Tease, what do you
memory.
think?
This is the best bourbon I think I've ever drank. I don't know if I tried it before. I was at Whiskey Weekend batch 2 and 3, but this is awesome. The
It's a
mouthfeel
top 5
is
whiskey.
unbelievable.
Yep. It's a top 5 whiskey for sure.
Yeah, I don't think we in batch 1 we tried batch 2
Yes.
in the tasting.
Yeah.
And I think batch 1. Wait. I think we did do batch 1 and 2.
I think we did.
I think it was 1, 2, 6, and 8.
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that.
The nose is crazy.
So I guess I have done these back to back. 2, I don't know what I thought then, but yeah, 2 kind of saunters away and like, hey man, what's up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been there.
And batch 1's like over and I'm like, I made you happen. Because if batch 1 didn't do well,
Can I say something about the bottle and bond that we had earlier
Yeah.
from Watershed?
Yeah.
A lot of times with craft whiskeys, even if the palate and the nose are fine, you get a weird finish,
yes,
especially with those smaller barrels.
Mhm.
That did not have that. There was no weird
no,
finish.
it's great.
So that's why I don't think I know
Like,
that
well
I'm,
balanced means I have-
completely swerving off what we're talking about, but I just couldn't get over that there was no weird finish. There was no like tire rubber
Right.
finish that sometimes you get with the smaller barrels that have more char in them and everything. I don't know. I was very pleased.
Yeah, start to finish, like there's nothing that veers off the path to me. Nothing.
Pitbulls and Bourbon said Top Gun 2, November 19th, 2021. So there's an update for you.
I was right.
Mark it in your calendar.
Kinda.
No, you were right, but he had the exact date. So I appreciate you.
Okay. November 21st?
19th.
19th. Okay, so I need to get off. Wait, is that Thursday or Thanksgiving? I need to make sure that I'm off work.
For Top Gun?
Yes.
You're celebrating the day as a national holiday? You're taking a day of vacation for that movie?
It's Tom Cruise.
Right. What?
It's Top Gun 2.
So don't you need the 20th off?
I am looking forward to Top Gun 2 way more than anything other than The Mandalorian.
Did you take off work for the Mandalorian?
Like all the Star Wars, like if a Star Wars movie came out right now, I'd be like, I'm kind of more excited about Top Gun.
Do you remember when we drank Kentucky Owl
I'm getting
in my car before we went to
yes.
see a Star Wars
That
movie?
was batch 8.
And I will have to give my wife credit. That was November or late in the year 2019. And she was so aggressive about the flu that I was wiping down the crap out of those seats.
Yeah. You had wipes and you gave me wipes.
And I'm pretty sure you and I didn't catch COVID in November of 2019 because of that.
Right. You wiped my seat.
Yeah.
Good old seat wiper over
here.
here.
For my grandpa.
Was that?
He swept my grandpa's seat.
You.
All right, teases needs to be cut off.
No,
it is time
no,
to
no.
we
I'm
can
out.
still party with him.
No.
I think he's had.
No, we need to ask him. We need to ask him one more question.
All right, what's one more question?
What do you think about millennials?
I tell you what, there's a lot of them on Broadway down Nashville.
How does that make you feel?
Well,
What?
most of them have their butts hanging out, so it makes you feel pretty good.
All right, yeah, it's time to cut him off. All right, folks, thank you so much
Dave?
for watching tonight.
Thank you. We are there. JJ, you obviously assistant coached over there for sure. These Ohio boys, man, freaking great.
And they know how to rally.
I feel like we need to drink with teas, but we're gonna have to probably like slow play it.
Oh, I'm going to go drink with teas right now. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. This is the podcast. If you are not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell. If you're not subscribed to this podcast, go ahead and subscribe and leave us a 5-star rating and review. The most recent review is by someone whose handle, like we haven't had a written review in quite some time.
Right.
We haven't pushed it a lot. Their handle is No Internet in Ohio. And I think I know who that may or may not be with that name. So, and he may be sitting in the room with us right now. So go ahead and push that one down. Go read his review. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Make you cry. But
So was that him just trying to communicate to the outside world?
No, he left a review, but it took him a while because he just finally got internet to learn how to review a podcast. So
Well, I know.
it's fine.
That would be really funny though if he's just trying to communicate with us. Like
I
he
just-
can't text us. He can't.
I
Email,
also love that
he can't
he's-
figure it out, so he just leaves a review on our podcast.
He's
like,
all mad
Hey,
at
I just
us.
letting y'all know I got internet.
He's all mad at us for making.
in the ocean for 6 months.
He's making fun of us or he's mad at us for making fun of Ohio, but his entire username is No Internet in Ohio. All right, folks, leave us a 5-star rating review on your podcast app. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Go to patreon.com/thepodcast to support this effort in community and thepodcast.com/store. You buy some merch.
That could have landed so much better if you would have just nailed it.
I know, but I screwed it up, kind of like you do often.
Mm.
We don't know Jack.
But we'll drink it. Hang on just a second.
Okay.
I was gonna say something.
Well, we're still live. I haven't.
I
ended
know.
it, so-
I can't remember what I was gonna. It was great though. It's super good.
Hey, everyone, give a hand for the tease in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Put clap hands because
Clap.
the tease is one of my favorite people. I've gotten to hang out with him in Gesundheit, Ohio, and in his basement bar, one of the best basement bars I've ever been to.
I now
Thank you,
remember
Will.
what I was gonna do.
What are you
I
gonna
need you to splice it and put it in the audio version. I was after I'm saying, but we'll drink it. I was gonna go. OH, and then you're gonna go IOU.
Oh, let's do that.
Okay,
All right.
spice
so-
it
yeah,
later.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
All right. We don't know Jack, but we'll drink it.
OH.
IOU.
It's gonna be way better, like when you.
Oh,
edit it.
no. People
You know what I
like
mean?
it.
Like right now, it kind of looks a little
People
flirty.
like it.
You know what I mean?
We flirted